Story 1. When I met her, I was sure I was going to marry her. It was a weird feeling I had never had before. I enjoyed everything about her, her smile, the way she would laugh, the way she looked at me and kissed me. I even liked the things I didn't like about her, because it was a reminder that no one is perfect and that we would have things to teach each other. I fell in love with her fast, and I never expected it. The first part of our relationship was something amazing. I'd sit alone at night and I'd cry because I was so happy. And then we had conversations about marriage and kids and ... I was even happier. No one had ever thought I was worthy enough to be considered for a lifetime together, so I couldn't wait. Her father was an awesome dude and we instantly hit it off. Her mother thought I wasn't handsome enough or extroverted enough for her daughter. What hurt me more was that my girlfriend had told me that. During a talk, her mom said, "I can't believe you're still with him." I was hurt because here's someone who's making your child happy and you don't feel they're worthy of them. I knew I could win her over though. As time went by, my girlfriend started to pull away. I thought it was stress from being overworked, so I made myself as available as possible. But ... it was a deeper issue. Maybe the seriousness of the relationship triggered trauma from her last breakup, or maybe her mom convinced her there was something wrong with me. I'll never know, but all I know is that beyond a specific point her behavior changed. I gave her space and freely gave her all the love I had for her, even when it felt like it had been months since the last time she gave me any words of affirmation. But it felt like she had checked out for no apparent reason. After confronting the issue, she said to me, "You've done everything perfectly. You're a great partner, you're consistent, reliable, loving. But I have to be 100% sure you're my forever." I urged her to live in the moment and that love takes time and effort. But I knew I couldn't argue with her. After an ex resurfaced and they started hanging out one-on-one and without telling me beforehand, I knew things were headed in the wrong direction. She wasn't interested in compromising and didn't care to understand my point of view. Things ended. I told her we either work on things or I have to move on. "It's painful to lose you," she said. She didn't want the relationship to end. But a week later, she said something doesn't feel right and broke things off after shifting the blame onto me. That's as much as I could give you. It's undeniable we have a connection, and I might be making the biggest mistake, but I want to see what else is out there. I'm not ready to put in the effort. I was heartbroken, still am, for months of no contact, and it still feels like the breakup was a month ago. I still hope she comes back, but it looks like the chances of that happening are slim. Story 2. I honestly can't believe I so unexpectedly met the man I'm going to marry. This time last year, I had just moved states to leave an abusive relationship. I did download Tinder last fall mostly just for hookups or casual flings. I really was not looking for anything serious. I told everyone that on the first date. I met him in March. We did have a hiccup in the beginning, and didn't talk for a few weeks before I reached out to make sure he was okay. It was a slow build-up from there because of that. As soon as we started seeing each other weekly, then spending weekends together, things have just fallen into place. I've never felt more seen in my life, nor have I ever had this open and good of communication in a relationship before. It's just a feeling I get when I'm with him that I know I'm going to spend my life with him. He's incredible in every way and makes me feel like the most beautiful woman in the world. And he makes me laugh more than I have since I can remember. Plus, he's so goddamn handsome. He feels this way too. I turned 30 in May and he turned 30 in July. Neither one of us were looking for anything serious. I was still dealing with the aftermath and the trauma from my last relationship that lasted 5 years. I still am, if I'm being honest, and was trying to find myself in a new state, and he didn't think he would seriously date again after his last relationship. He thought he would spend his life with her, and they had been dating since they were kids until she ended it. Neither one of us was looking for a partner, and yet, I found the most amazing partner I could ever dream of. I know it's still early, but I've always been told that when you meet the right person, You'll know I know what they meant now. Literally everything about this relationship has just been miraculously good timing and pieces just falling into place. I've never felt this kind of belonging, and I can't wait to see how our relationship flourishes.